fishing with my buddy off the pier, and we're towards the second half of the pier, towards the end, and we heard something fall off, and my buddy thought it was someone they were looking for lobster. I said, "Oh, that sounded like someone went in," and I heard people start walking over, and I thought, you know, my swimming experience, I said I should probably go over there and check it out, and I went over, and everyone said drunk guy fell over the edge, and he was barely keeping up with the head, and I said, well, I've had a little bit of lifeguarding experience when I was younger, and I said, someone's got to go in. He's pretty drunk. He's going to be going under soon. So I just threw my clothes off and jumped in and tried to get over to him. And it took me a while to get over to him, and I got over to him before he put his head under. And I just tried keeping his head above water until they called the lifeguards, and just tried swimming him in as much as I could. He's a pretty big guy, so I just did all I can to stay above water until you know, lifeguards came, and luckily they got there on time and we could get him in safe. So he was ready to give up, and I just kept telling him, keep his head above water, we'll get through it, and we'll keep him up. We just got to float and wait it out. So I just tried getting him in as far as I could until the lifeguards came, and we just had to keep him up. He's about twice my size, so really? Yeah. No, I just tried to just egg beat and kicking him in as far as I could until we got near the pier and there was a rope. I just kind of tied it around both of us and held him above water as much as I could until a lifeguard jumped in, and then we just swam him in. It's just one of those things where you had to do something, and no matter how cold it was, you just had to jump in and do it. So I'm glad he just couldn't think. I just had to jump in. He was being defiant, but I think he was just out of frustration. He was pretty intoxicated, so it was rough. Especially two of us were having a hard time just trying to keep him on the buoy. So it was definitely, I was thankful they came when they did, because I don't know how long I would have been out there, you know, to hold him up. So I'm just glad we got him in safe. I've heard that he was leaning over and he fell over, and then he was telling me he jumped. So I'm not sure how he went in, but he hit pretty hard when he went under. So we're just glad that he was able to keep himself up. So until I can get out there, I grew up doing junior lifeguard, so I knew kind of the ropes, how basic rescuing skills, and then I worked for the lifeguards in the internship program through there. And so I grew up, yeah. So I grew up here in San Diego and go to school at USD. So.
All right, on.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
So, thanks.
Great, good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo, got it right here. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna use that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, you know, bring it behind. We'll put it behind. We'll just roll it back up into it. Go.
What happened here tonight?
About 10:45 tonight, lifeguards received a 911 call of an individual in the water off of the Ocean Beach Pier. Then lifeguards received another call that a citizen bystander had jumped in to assist the person that had jumped off the pier. When lifeguards arrived on scene, they deployed a lifeguard off the pier, contacted the victim. The victim was being extremely uncooperative. With the assistance of the citizen rescuer and the lifeguard, they began to bring the person into shore. PD units were responded, fire units responded with paramedics, and the PD Able gave lifeguards an update of what was developing in the water. They could see the struggle between the lifeguard and the victim, also with the citizens' help. Another lifeguard jumped in to help control the victim and start to bring him into shore. PD Able unit confirmed that they were going to bring him to shore. We were starting to deploy a rescue vessel. Then once the decision was made to come to shore, we had PD units standing by, and once on shore, the individual was subdued. The lifeguards and the citizen that was in the water with the individual said he was extremely intoxicated, very uncooperative. The citizen that assisted the rescue was a key success in the individual's life being saved. Without that citizen entering the water, that individual probably could have drowned or submerged, and we'd probably be looking for a victim underwater at this time. Right now he's been transported to UCSD is all we know. We couldn't, medics couldn't get any name, age, or anything. The lifeguards estimate he's about a 38-year-old male. He's an extremely large individual. They're estimating actually about 300 pounds. And the key thing to the success of this rescue was that citizen that assisted him, held him up. And the other key thing is that the citizen was trained. He advised us that he'd been in through the lifeguard junior lifeguard program as a child, so he still had that training that he had from years ago, and it was a very important part of this rescue. Oh yeah, we'll definitely, the citizen will be definitely recommended for some kind of life-saving citation, probably recognized at our award banquet, and being that he was a past junior lifeguard, we're hoping we'll probably contact him, see if he's available to speak to our junior lifeguard program. But again, him being a junior lifeguard, having that past training, and being part of this rescue and jumping in the water is the key success of that person still being alive right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.